Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
You gotta be firm in this time, son.
Ride along, family and friends. Welcome to the ride. Welcome to Tuesday on the ride. Yeah. Hot and sunny Tuesday. Yeah. As you're coming, guys, go ahead and share up the thing. Rena, how you doing? Pick up yourself. Ronald, how you doing? Lacey J. Malia, how you doing? Welcome to the ride. Guys, as you come in, before you say anything, right? Before you say anything, as I'm doing right now, I want you to share the program and put it on a page. Lacey J, as much as you love the song, which I understand, the song Love You Too, but go ahead and put it on a page, right? Let me go ahead and share it out. Jennifer, how you doing, Jennifer? I owe you a call, Jennifer. I'll call you sometime this week, before the end of the week. Share. Two more links. All right, there we go. Yes. Janelle, Andrew, how you doing? Remember that, eh? Nobody can hold you down. Guys, today's a busy day. Today has been a very, very, very busy day. A whole lot happening. So much stuff happening today that, I could do about 5 different shows for today alone, right? It is amazing. Des, how you doing? You share already? Thank you so much. Gail, how you doing, Gail? Welcome. Stephanie, good evening to you. I could do about 5 shows today alone, Jed. So much stuff happening. And if you guys been following the page, you was abreast of some of the updates that was made from stories that we've been following. But as much as we want to talk about everything else that was posted today, and we do have a lot of information to share on that, I want to not take away from today's show. I want to not take away from this very important story that we covered twice already. If you guys been paying attention, I think it was earlier in the year, right? You heard we was talking about this young lady named Kaylin Downey, right? She's from Jamaica. Her mom came on the program and she spoke to us. At the time, it was an incident that was fresh. Everybody, it was on the tip of the tongue of everybody. But it seems as time go on, time progress, like people forget about the story. But yet, the situation has not changed. Let me just give you guys a little bit of follow-up on this story, and then we're gonna speak to her mother. This is the story of young Kaylin. Listen to this.
It's been 12 days since 17-year-old Kaylin Dowdy was admitted to the intensive care unit here at the University Hospital of the West Indies after she was badly beaten by a group of women at a party in the corporate area.
Venetia Burkley is Kaylin's mother. Burkley spoke with our news team on Thursday while she was visiting her daughter.
Kaylin is still on life support, still unconscious. Well, we're giving thanks just the same, even though she's not where we would like her to be at this time.
Burkley, a mother of 2, says the situation has left her younger daughter distraught.
Unfortunately, I can't be spending time with Cheyenne because of all, what is happening now, because she cries too much when she's around me, and when she goes into the room and Kaylin is not there, she cries a lot.
A teary-eyed Burkley says the incident has transformed her life as her entire existence now revolves around doing what she can to assist in Kaylin's recovery. She explains to CVM Live that her home is now a silent space without Kaylin singing.
I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. She don't deserve it. And these people don't understand the amount of hurt and pain they caused ripping a child from her mother.
Ms. Buckley points out that fraudsters have created a GoFundMe account with her daughter's name to get money from unaware donors.
There's only one GoFundMe page, and it's organized by Angela May Kelly. That's the only GoFundMe page. There's also an account set up for Kaylan. It's in my name, Venetia Buckley, and the account number is 134324643. It's an NCB account, NCB Boulevard branch.
The 5 women suspected of beating and stabbing the teen have now been charged and are expected to face the court next week. Christine Forbes, CVM Live.
All right, so that was the story, guys. Very, very, very sad story. And anyway, joining us right now to give us an update on this horrible story is Kaylan's mom, Venetia Buckley. Venetia, welcome to Ride Along. We have to do this again, you know. I mean, I'm sorry that we have to go through this again, but it's necessary because so much has transpired from the last time we spoke.
Right.
So, Venetia, I want you to go back a little bit. As hard as it is, there are people that's watching for the first time that don't even understand the story. Tell us what happened.
Kaylan was with some friends. A young lady approached her that she was looking at her while she was looking at her. Kaylan, replied the way she didn't like it, they were cut and skinning, and no, they thought that because she wasn't from the area, she shouldn't be given a chance. And I didn't food, and he was not her friends were also attacked, and she was hit behind with a heavy left her with a spinal injury, a spinal lesion, as the doctor said. Right. So after she fell to the ground, she was assisted with hits and kicks and stomps. Right. So we received the up to date now, she had a total of 9 cardiac arrests. She's now living with a solicitor. She's also using a vent and a trach. Still.
Right.
For sepsis, we have went into the shock as well. She overcame that as well, and it's been rough.
Hold on 1 second, Ms. Buckley. I'm just hearing from our viewers that we're hearing a lot of echo, so let's try to rectify that problem right now. Let me resolve that issue right now because we want to hear you as clear. I'm gonna do this so that it would be better. Yeah. All right. So it's better now. It should be better now. Ms. Buckley, sorry again. So you said that she was kicked and thumped and stabbed.
Yes, she got a stab to the right side of the neck. She had to do an emergency surgery the same night she went in. Right, she went into a coma for several weeks, and yeah, it was pretty rough. At one point, she's considered crippled or paraplegic. But she's regained. Now she's regained movements in her limbs. Still not able to sit up. Still not able to walk or to do anything much for herself. But her limbs are moving, which is a good sign. Still on a ventilator. Still not breathing on her own. Yeah, she's had a rough, very rough. Constant pain. No medication can help. The meds that she's been on are deemed narcotics, and nothing seems to work. But, she's still here, and I'm giving thanks for that.
Yeah, I hope you guys are hearing me better because I hear some people saying that we have an echo. I hear some people say that we don't have an echo. So I want to hold on 1 second, Ms. Burkley. Let me just fix this issue right now. Let me make sure that you guys are hearing us properly. If you're hearing us properly, I want you to put a thumbs up, because this story is very, very important. I want to make sure everybody hear this. There was a lot of things happening. So if you guys are hearing me properly, I want you guys to give me a thumbs up so we could go forward. All right, give me a thumbs up so we could go forward before we continue. Let me know if you guys are hearing me properly. Let me know if you guys are hearing Kayla's mom better. Okay. Kira says everything is better on their end. All right. Okay. All right. Sounds like it's better. All right. Good. Good to go. Good to go. Thumbs up. All right. Venetia, one of the craziest thing about this story, when you told me the first time, I could not believe that after or during that whole assault on your daughter and her friends, outside of the club, everyone stood and watched with their cell phones, and nobody bothered to jump in and assist her?
Nobody helped. They all stood and watched, and then nobody showed up with a video. Nobody posted a video. No video, but everybody was there doing what they were doing as per usual. And then until now, we can't see a video footage of the incident.
Right.
Yep.
Did Kayla know of this girls before the incident?
No, because during her friend that was there with her asked her when the argument started if she knew the girl, and she said no. And the friend asked the girl if she knew Kayla, and Kayla said no. So then she said, "Why are you? Everybody's at a party and everybody's looking at everybody. So what is the big issue?" I spoke to the girl who started the fight after, because someone that I know her, and they called her, and I spoke to her on the phone, and I asked her what happened. She said she did ask Kaylan why she was looking at her, and she never liked how Kaylan answered. So I say, you start a fight with my child because she was looking at you? She da give me tough chat, and me never like it, and then our friend this and our friend, and I start the argument, and she first hit Kaylan, she hit Kaylan. Right? Because it's not as if it's not hearsay. She told me that she started the fight, but what she's saying, she's not the one who hit her from behind with the bottle. Well, we know who hit her with the bottle, because that person went and bragged about it. The next day, walking around with the bottle still and saying that this is the bottle when we use and beat the girl. Yep. So she was walking around, and a lot of people saw her, and I got a lot of phone calls about it, that she's still there. And, even though the reports were made to the police, they didn't jump to go and catch anybody. They didn't. But, God is an on-time God, and I'm just leaving it in his hands, because he's going to give justice where justice is due.
So the 5 women were then arrested at some point in time and charged.
Right.
What were they charged for?
Wounding with intent.
Right. So that happened, and how long did it take before they arrested them? Because I'm hearing that
They turned themselves in. Nobody arrested them.
Okay, they turned themselves in.
Yes, because they were getting threats on the street. They were getting death threats, and they were being pressured, in other words. So they turned themselves in with their lawyers. They weren't arrested.
Right. What transpired? Lead me through the whole event following they turning themselves in and going through the process, because this was a few months ago. So I'm expecting at this point in time charges was laid and probably some of them was found guilty already. What has transpired from then till now as far as it relates to the court? Proceed.
They're out on bail.
Okay. So they're out on bail right now. Let's now go to your daughter. From since the time that happened, your daughter has been unconscious for so long and still on ICU in the hospital?
Yes. She's not unconscious anymore. She's walking. She's awake. She's awake. She's doing a lot better. But because it's a spinal lesion, the nerves that connects the brain to the muscles that controls the lungs, there were some short circuiting going on, which was causing her to go into cardiac arrest, which resulted in the 9 cardiacs that she's had. So we had to put in the pacemaker, as you know, on the heart to keep it from stopping. So she has to live with that device inside of her now. Um, she's moving her limbs. As I said, she's a lot stronger physically, but the lungs are not breathing as they should. Whenever they try to take her off the vent, her CO2 level goes up, and then she has to go back on the vent. So that is where we're at now, trying to get her off the vent, basically.
Wow. How has her progression been in terms of her memory? Is she able to remember anything?
Her long-term memory is there, but everything prior to the incident is all, like a few weeks before it happened. She has no recollection of the things that happened before or after. She don't remember the incident. She don't remember because they're not ask her questions and stuff. She's not recalling anything. She still has memory lapses where she will remember stuff and she won't. So if you talk to her, have a conversation with her now, and you come back tomorrow and try to talk to her about it, she's like,
Wow.
she might not remember anything.
Wow.
So, right, her short-term memory has been affected.
17-year-old on a pacemaker and
And the ventilator.
a ventilator and that, you know, the other scary thing which we're going to get to what's happening now, but the other scary thing about it is I'm sure we made an appeal here on Ride Along to get you some assistance. You set up a GoFundMe page, but somebody else created a fake GoFundMe page to benefit
Yes,
off the whole thing.
a lot of fundraisers were being set up. A lot of fake pages were being set up. Fake Mrs.Burkley page, fake Kale and Dowdy page, a lot, and we just had to be, But the thing is that the good thing is that we have a lot of people looking out for us. So the minute they see something pop up that that's new, someone always sends it to me and said, "Is this you? Did you do this? Did you set up this page?" And then we'll go now and have a bunch of people report these pages and have them shut down.
Because I saw a page, a GoFundMe page, I was seeking assistance, and it had in excess of $10,000. And I later found out that that page was not an authorized page.
We had that page shut down.
Okay. All right. So this is the most terrifying part of it all. So after all of this happened, your daughter is still in the hospital. What's happening with the case right now? What's happening with the interaction and the case and as far as going forward with the case?
It's just, it hasn't gone to trial as yet. It's just being called up. So that's all I can say as to that, what has been happening with it.
Right. And you did a video explaining that you are being threatened, or you are being asked, or you are being...
Right. Initially, at the beginning of this, that I've gotten a lot of threats over the time period. Initially, in the beginning, I was asked to drop the case. And well, I never looked on them anyway. But recently, one of the media outlets put out an article saying that Kaylin lost her memory. And due to that article, I received recent threats that, the fact that she can't remember anything, she's no longer an issue. I am the issue because I am the one who is now pushing the incident, pushing the police, and pressuring the case. So they were quote unquote putting out a hit to get rid of me based on the fact that I am the one speaking on behalf of Kaylin.
So how are you being protected? Because the kind of threat that I've seen in the media where they're police asking you to change your car, or
funny thing is that I was asked to change my car and I did. And the minute I changed my car, everybody went on social media. Oh, she changed her vehicle and she's driving this type of vehicle, this color, this make, this, and they put it all out there. So I'm not going to be changing anything anymore. I am just going to live.
But who are doing it? Is it the girls affiliate of them or just people unrelated to this?
I believe they're affiliated because when you look on these pages, they're all fake pages. They're not real pages. There are some pages with no faces, no followers, no nothing. So, and they keep doing it. They found my yard and they said, what is going, let's put it on social media. What am I doing in my yard? What am I this in my yard? You know, but God is a God. He's a God of protection. He's a God of just God. And I believe that he's going to do right by me. Mm-hmm.
This is really sad.
So,
And as I told you before when you first came on the program, you're very, very, very strong, and I know that you will push this case all the way to the end.
amen.
Uh,
That's right.
the people that are doing it, it's just logic thinking here right now. You have a 17-year-old girl, you beat up the girl almost to death, and now her mother is pursuing the case, and you feel like nobody should talk about it. So you should just do it. Them girls should just come there, beat up whoever they want, almost kill whoever they want, and
Mm-hmm.
just get away with it scotch free.
Right. That's what they believe.
Wow, wow. This is one thing that I'm not very impressed about what's happening in Jamaica. Somebody else told me that this is a normal thing. It seems like there's this beat up gang. I don't know. There's this group that would go out and beat. It's a normal thing.
Yes. It's not the first they've done it. A few of them have been on other charges, wounding, one chop up somebody, one stab up somebody. They have other charges that they already faced the court with already. Violent acts that they've committed already. So they're not new to the justice system with their behavior. So I don't get why it's being dragged. Don't
Yeah,
get it's an open and closed case.
yeah, yeah,
Open and closed. It's not as if we're searching for evidence or we're searching. You understand?
yeah.
Persons who were there have given their statements. Who was there with her, right? Who was attacked also gave their statements. It's an open and she's still in the hospital up to today. So the evidence is irrefutable. She's still there.
And what about the friends that was also involved? That was her friends that was there. Were they hospitalized?
Missing, missing in action.
Are they even standing up? Are they even speaking out? Are they even talking?
M- Missing in action.
Wow.
Everybody has been threatened. Everybody has been this. Everybody has been that. So they're just trying to stay alive, I guess.
Hmm. I want to get the audience to call in a bit and speak with you, because this is an ongoing saga. This is an ongoing something that has been happening for months now. And the reason why we really wanted to bring you on, because a few of our viewers so passionate about the story the first time they see it, they really wanted to get an update on it, so we really wanted to bring it back on. So we can open up the phone lines right now. If you want to speak to Miss Dowdy, Miss Buckley, sorry, you could call right now, 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. You heard about the story, you heard about what transpired, and now the young lady, Kaylin, is still in the hospital to date, and the mother is being threatened to drop the case. Right, and every time you well, not as much now as before, but I remember just a few weeks ago, people are actually trying to capitalize on this situation by creating fake GoFundMe pages to benefit from this thing. So all the way around, she's been victimized. All the way around, she has been victimized. You know what I mean? While we wait on the call, someone inboxed me and they want to know, are they giving you a timeline as to when she might be able to leave the hospital?
No. The thing is that remember, it's a spinal injury. The spine has to regenerate on its own. And that can take a very long time. We're just waiting on her body to heal. There's nothing that can be done surgically. because we've tried to move her overseas, and after the doctors have reviewed her docket, her medical records and stuff, they're saying that there's not much they can do for her medically. What she actually requires is a long-term care facility, like a rehab facility that does pulmonary or respiratory therapy.
So what's the
So
rehabilitation like? Is it
we don't have a rehabilitation center in Jamaica to facilitate her. That is the big problem that we face. And getting her overseas, we've been trying, and it's been proven difficult. So that's where we would rather we would really like the help or the connections to get her there. There's no step down facility from the ICU unit in Jamaica. So she just has to stay in ICU. And they really want to get her out of ICU to cut down on the infections, because she keeps getting reinfected based on the fact that she's in ICU. So, but getting her overseas has been proving good. And we got one facility that was willing to take her, but then they wanted her off the vent. Most of the facilities would rather off the vent patients, right? And then when we did get someone to take her with the vent, they wanted overseas insurance. We live in Jamaica. I've never been to America. Kaylin has never been to America, and they want insurance, overseas insurance. So,
yeah.
there's a lot that it requires to do this transfer, because I am not rich, right? If I was rich, it would have been easy. But when you're poor, or when you're not, in a certain class, it is very difficult to get these things done. You get the runaround, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that is where we're at. But she really needs a facility, a rehab facility that deals with pulmonary and respiratory therapy. So that is where we are at the moment. There's no time frame to say whether it's tomorrow or next week, because God's willing, I would be happy if tomorrow she gets up and she's just breathing on her own. But until then, we just have to keep waiting and praying. Everything keeps going up. The hospital bill is still rising. Nothing has changed where that is concerned. I just have to do what I can do. Well, I do have a plan with them where I can, do whatever I can when I can do it. That's the good thing. They're not killing me, but the bill is still on me. So,
Yeah.
and her medications, her everything that she needs is still on me. So, you know, it's hard, it's rough, but I'm giving thanks because I'm still here standing, and she's still there, holding on.
How are you coping financially? Because I know that the GoFundMe page we had posted before, is it still active, and could people still donate?
Yes, that the one that is organized by Angela May Kelly is still up. The Cash App is still up. The accounts that I gave you, they're still running. Um, you know, it's it's hard. I'm trying to work in between now to stay afloat. With medication and with things like that. I started doing, my baking thing, and, it's helping out. It's helping out because, remember, I don't have one child, I have two.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I still have to live. I still have to eat, right? So,
Yeah.
and I still have one and two people still, will just call up out of the blues. Hey, Miss Buckley, I want to make a donation. And they will send something. And I'm very grateful for that, because every little bit counts.
Yeah. Yeah. How is your other your younger daughter taking all of this?
Um, she's doing a lot better than when it just started. She's doing a lot better than when it just started. But, we're still apart. We're still, not the family that we used to be. Don't know if we will ever be the same. But sometimes she still breaks down sometimes. But it's not as much as when it just happened, where she was just constantly crying.
Some Ashida is asking, can the government assist, or the parent of the accused family assist you somewhat in any way?
Um, The accused family, nobody from that family has contacted me other than threats and disrespect, and one family member.
You for what the family threatening you for?
I would really like to know. It's an act against a minor, and any act against a minor is dealt with by the state. I cannot be the one to pursue it because it's not in my hands. Once you commit a crime against a minor, the state is the one who pursues it. That
That's
is how it works. The parent of that minor cannot drop any charges. It's not in their hands to do it, right? It's once it's a minor, it is out of your hands completely. So they're just wasting they need to read a book so they can know the justice system and know how the law works so that they won't talk foolishness and do foolish acts. They're more paying attention to spending money to kill me rather than spending money to help my child that they damaged. And that's just stupid.
yeah, yeah. We're gonna make another appeal as we did the first time around, and to assist your daughter because she didn't deserve this. She's a young girl. She is 17, 18, 17. She's not 18 yet, is she?
Yes, her birthday was last month.
Okay, so she's 18, and she have to go on the reality now that she has a pacemaker. She's her heart is stopping, and she's at that tender age. You know what I mean? And she need all the assistance possible. So we're making the appeal again, right? We're making the appeal again. If you could give us the account number, and I have one of my moderators there, just put that information in the chat for anyone in Jamaica or anyone for that matter who wants to help. Um, this is necessary. Whatever you could do at from anywhere, you could assist. And we're also going to put the link for the GoFundMe so you could click it and make a donation to assist her. Go ahead with the number and see if we could get one of my moderators to record it. Go ahead.
I have two accounts. The Jamaica National account number is 209
Uh-huh.
45
Uh-huh.
29120.
Okay.
And that's the Halfway Tree branch in my name, Mrs.Burkley.
Right, and that's the Jamaica National. It's 20945299120.
Right.
Right, okay, I'm going to post that. And what's the other one?
The NCB account number is 134 324643. And that comes with a SWIFT code. JNCBJMKX.
JNCB.
JMKX. And that's the Boulevard branch, NCB.
All right, cool. So again, the account number there is 135424643, and that information we'll post that on
1343
1343 24643.
43, right.
All right, got that. And of course, we're going to paste the link for the GoFundMe page so that you could support in whatever way possible, right? I believe one time we had when you first aired the story, we had someone from Jamaica that reached out and said that they would assist in a big way. I hope they did. But you don't only have to be from Jamaica. This is paying it forward because anybody could be in this position right now. It's a difficult position for the family, which you could imagine, and we just want to make sure that what the best possible prognosis going forward for her, and hopefully. Oh, the plans. Are you actively looking again to probably try to get her out of Jamaica to probably?
Yes, because the other day she was doing a little better where she was spending a little time off the vent, but then she had some seizures and she went unresponsive, and that placed her right back to square one, right? And we were so hopeful because she was doing so well right before her birthday, and she was really depending, and she was like, doing all she could because she thought she would have gotten a chance to go home for her birthday. And like a few days before the birthday, she went unresponsive. She stopped breathing, you know, and things like that. And she had seizures, and it put her back at square one. And it kind of broke her heart. It broke my heart as well because I knew how she really wanted to go home. And we've been struggling since then to get her back, you know, in that same position where she's actually looking to get off. Um, there are days, better days, where she'll do really well, and there are days when she's just not doing anything at all. So she really needs to move. She really needs to move. And I don't know, the appeal that I would make right now, if there's any doctors or any facilities that can assist where, you know, to move her, to get her to a facility where she can get the necessary care and the necessary rehab, because we really don't have the facility here nor the technology here. The resources are limited here, and that is the major issue that we face.
Right, right, right. They're asking to repeat the Swift code one more time.
All right, the Swift code is JNCBJMKX.
Okay. Just repeat it one more time slowly, so make sure everybody get it. JMCB.
JNCBJMKX.
Okay, right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I think we get it right now. Venetia, I gotta thank you again. We're gonna continue to follow up this case because I'm very passionate about full recovery for your daughter, and I know that what you're going through. And I want you to stay strong because all these distractions, all this thing is just scared to just throw you off or derail your efforts to keep speaking out and protecting your daughter. We're going to continue to follow. And anything else, you know, you have a friend right here in Ridealong. Anytime you could contact us and we'll definitely get it on there. Any information you want to get out there, we're here. All right? And we thank you. Any last word you want to give before we wrap up?
Yeah, thanks to everybody that has been supporting. Thanks to the Ridealong team for following up with me as well. I do appreciate it. All the fans out there that are still praying, most importantly, the prayers. I am really appreciative of it. Whatever help we get, I am thankful for it, you know, and I want God to bless you all, you know. Just keep being there for me because you guys have motivated me a lot to keep me going and strengthened me a lot. And it means a lot to me to be able to do this.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to keep following up. And thanks again. And give all of our regards to your daughter and tell her as soon as she get back fully, want to chat with her here on the ride. Right. All right, cool. Thanks a lot. All right, cool. Yeah. So I love this lady. Let me tell you, this lady, she don't back down at all. That is a strong mother right there. She don't back down. In the face of all the threats, she continued to stay strong and push for her daughter. That's a mother right there, Joe. That's a mother right there. That's what I'm talking about. I will continue to update everyone on this case, guys. All the information, the GoFundMe information is on the page right under this live. The account numbers, so if you want to donate to her, you could do that as well. Contact her directly. You don't need to contact us to contact her. Contact her directly. Make that deposit if you could directly. All the payments. Remember, there are multiple GoFundMe pages that are popping up to try to re-victimize the young girl again. Take money from her, but there's only one legitimate GoFundMe page, and that's the one that we will post. And I want you guys to follow that page, and if you could make any donation, as we say on the Ride Along, he's always paying it forward, because we never know when anyone will be in a position, any one of us will be in a position, and I would be here, right here in this car, begging and pleading for assistance for you. All right, so it's all about paying it forward. Thanks to our producers, thanks to our staff, thanks to everyone for joining us here on Ride Along. We're going to end about 5 minutes early today because I have to run to an important meeting that start at 7:15. So we're going to end a little bit shorter here today. But I got to say before I leave, right? Ridealong Live is a platform where everyone have a story to tell. So dating back to since we started, actually, that has been our mantra. That's what we always did. And nothing and no one is going to intimidate us from putting out stories that protect our community. Don't care how big that person think he is, don't care how much fan base that person think they have. No one would intimidate us from putting out stories that is relevant and stories to protect our community. I want to say this loud and proud and bold. No one is going to intimidate us. There are no friends in situations where you are taking advantage of people and your own community. And we take it we take this stance very, very boldly. I'm not speaking about a specific story, but that is our stand. When we have pedophiles out there that are taking advantage of young girls, it's because of Ridealong we put it out there that made the general public aware of what's happening. So even the police makes move based on stories that we presented here. So when we put out a story, it's not we just putting out a story because we want to hear ourselves or we want to see or we want somebody to click like or comment on it. We put out a story after in-depth investigation on multiple facets of the conversation. We look at information deeply before any information get passed and goes out there. If there is any position that we take, and if you check, we have never been sued, never. Right? We have never been sued and involved in any kind of lawsuits. As much as people, when they get forced and they're out there, they put out there because of whatever they're doing, they you know, you would hear talk about the information is invalid or the information is wrong. But we stand by all the stories that leave from us and enters onto the page. I'll follow up on this directly in another broadcast, probably sometime in the week. But I just wanted to say that we stand by our story because of in-depth information and investigation that we do internally before we put out any story right here on the ride. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about this for now. We'll talk more about all of this information. Anyway, guys, we want you guys to go ahead and subscribe to us over on our YouTube page. This is the link for our YouTube page. Go ahead and subscribe there. The link is at the bottom of the screen. And once you click that subscribe button, I want you to also hit that notification button. So when you click that notification button, whenever we come on live, you get notified. Now, all of our platform, all of our programming will slowly move over to the YouTube platform. So we want you guys to go over there and subscribe to us on YouTube. Okay? All right. With that being said, I also got to tell you about one other thing, our 24 hours broadcast platform, which is riderslive.com, riderslive.com. This is it right there. There you go. And also our this is a new TV series that we're creating. We're going to tell you more about that, but we're going to be doing a casting calls because we're looking for actors and actresses. So if you're interested and you need more information about our new program that we're going to be doing, it's True Stories Retold. So we need actors and actresses interested. We have a casting call coming up. All right. Inbox us and we'll give you some more information on that. All right. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program. Peace out. On behalf of all our staff, management, moderators, Ridealong admins, we say thank you so much. Lois, JJ, big up yourself. Deanne Fraser, Gail, Kibbs, and all of our team here, Team Ridealong. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
David Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
Feeling hungry, grab a snack. Caribbean food delight. Jamaican patties, light and flaky. Caribbean food delight. Taste the difference. Caribbean food delight. Grab a patty, take a bite. Caribbean food delight.
Welcome to TD Bank, where you'll find the personalized attention you deserve and the legendary experience you expect. Let's do business. If you are a medical or dental practitioner, contact me to hear about our tailored lending solutions for residential mortgages, equipment purchases, practice-related commercial mortgages and refinance. Visit me at 500 Baychester Avenue to hear more about our full range of personal and small business banking solutions. See you soon.